Hello everyone, my name is Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new horror film, Relic. And this is written and directed by Natalie Erica James, who does a fantastic job of creating a high-tension, atmospheric, slow-burning horror film that has plenty of depth in themes of aging. And wow, I was blown away by this. And I knew this was coming out for a couple weeks. I keep up on what's coming out on streaming, and then I started seeing reviews where this was in the 90s on Rotten Tomatoes with 100 reviews, and I'm like, okay. And I also saw that audiences seem to be a little more lukewarm on it, and I'm like, oh, it must be one of those films where it doesn't just have jump scares every 5 minutes. Because that's really what it feels like when a new horror film comes out, and if it doesn't deliver on a bunch of obnoxious jump scares, most audiences don't like it because it's not scary enough. This film does it right. And this is such a well-crafted film where it slowly is building tension. It's using subtle moments and hinting at different kinds of things where there's a physical manifestation of this blackness growing on this older woman who's being taken care of by her daughter and granddaughter inside her home. And these markings slowly start popping up more and more. Her behavior becomes more erratic. She's dealing with dementia. And what the film does so well, and honestly I can compare this in the same ways as the Babadook, where it's it really latches onto a particular idea and uses its monster as a manifestation of that. And this particular one is this creepy house that this woman lives in with these strange corridors and this black dust popping up everywhere. And how this film builds up to and progresses, it might be slow. It really takes its time, but it's always moving with a purpose. It doesn't feel like there's ever moments where it's just there. And what's really impactful is you connect with this woman, Emily Mortimer, who's taking care of her mother and has her granddaughter, played by Bella Heathcott, with her. And they all deliver fantastic performances. The trio of female actors in this film really deliver. And you feel their emotional heft. And having grown up dealing with someone close to me having dementia for years, this film really captures the sadness and the sense of loss and the frustration, because it's tough. And there's moments where it's you'll get frustrated taking care of somebody like that, because no matter what you try, some things just don't sink in. And this film builds that and uses this specter. Ever so often in the background you'll see this black silhouette creeping, or a black silhouette just always haunting this woman. And where that goes in terms of this film, where the third act of this film builds up to a more traditional horror climax, but which is fine. It does start building well to that point, so it feels earned. But where the film leaves you in its final moments is a lot more ambitious for a horror film, because it really delves deep into its themes of the struggle of aging and the struggle of dealing with a loved one. And where it leaves you is really impactful. And it left me drained and impacted very well. And I'm just sitting there at the end of this film being I really respect this film. This went there, and this director, I can't wait to see more of her work, because she really delivered. She did such a fantastic job of constructing this film and building up to a point where this film really delivers on not only being unnerving and creepy, but also the important emotional impact of the film as well, and the story of these three women and their love for each other and caring for each other. And the choices at the end of the film make so much sense in the context of the real human story being told here. And I love this film. Relic is definitely, this shot up to at least my top 10. This was a really great weekend between this and First Cow and Palm Springs. Loving movies right now. So go check out Relic. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.